The following product has been paid for by Primetime Productions.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cass here, and I'm joined by Valente, and we're back for you, KW Renegade! As we are kicking off with Miller Enterprises, as we see the debut of Grayson Duck. Last week we saw the debut of the man to the right of the headmaster David Miller, and that being Big K, Caleb Allen. But now we see the guy to his left, and that being Grayson Duck. Well, I'll tell you, we saw Caleb Allen debut and absolutely pick apart Axiom last week. Now we see Grayson Duck as he's going to look to go up against Ashante the Adonis. We've seen Adonis do a couple of things here in UKW. He's got a couple of big wins, had a couple of big moments. This would be big for Grayson Duck to come in and be able to knock off Ashante and really put Miller Enterprises more on the map.
Knock off a former champion too.
Knock off former Cruiserweight champion, it would be massive. Here we go, we're gonna get right into this contest. Here we go, Grayson Duck and Ashante the Adonis. Bell rings, here we go. And Duck locks up early with Ashante. And so does Ashante, and these two going side by side. Duck with a massive shot. And a falling drop kick by Grayson Duck. The more athletic of the two of Miller Enterprises. Off the ropes. Duck with a massive drop kick. Ashante moved though. And now these two, I don't know if Grayson would quite qualify as a cruiserweight, Valente, but what we've seen so far, he quite moves like one.
And
switches through, spinning cutter by Grayson Duck. Massive shot, but countered by Adonis. Now Adonis off the ropes with elbow shots right to the back. Ashante looks to be stunting on Grayson Duck. Duck's the last shot. Goes for a kidney shot. Ashante moves. And these two are throwing strikes at one another. Headbutt! What a massive headbutt by Duck. Two. And a kick out by Adonis. Grayson Duck in control of Adonis off the ropes, looking again, massive uppercut. Pulls him into position off the ropes. What a drop kick. Oh, Ashante to the outside. Here comes Duck. Suicide dive. And Grayson Duck, and you see the headmaster David Miller absolutely astonished with his work. On the other side, rolling cutter again to Adonis. And this is what we were talking about when we saw the debut of Miller Enterprises last week, Valente. These are two, big counter by Adonis. Adonis slips back into the ring. Ashante coming in. Ashante with a drop kick, falls. Duck drops him to the floor, and a second one drops him again. Grayson trying to find himself. Another shot by Ashante. And an uppercut as well. And now Ashante in control with a frontal mount. You see the cut right above the forehead of Ashante the Adonis. Ashante sends Grayson into the corner and Grayson collapses. But no, picks the knee. Now, we saw him. And now picks the leg and now has a knee bar locked in on Ashante. Ashante looking to get out though. Ashante gets out, couple of shots to the jaw of Grayson Duck. Oh, Ashante with another shot, and Ashante with an uppercut. Oh, counters the frontal now this time is Duck. Grayson could be looking. Sends him into the corner. With a couple of shots. No, countered. Throws him off. And just smashes him back in. And another chop. And a shot as well. But here comes Grayson Duck eyeing up his target. Over the top. And there is the flamboyantness of Grayson Duck off the top. Frog splash to Adonis, and you can count to 100. That's it. A hell of a debut by Grayson Duck, and another win in the win column for Miller Enterprises.
Incredible.
One hell, and once again, we saw Empire kind of mock them last week. Once again, a united front shown by Big K, Caleb Allen, the headmaster David Miller, and Grayson Duck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a hellacious opener by Miller Enterprises with a big win for Grayson Duck, we now go to a major pride match as this man, Reese Reynolds, looks to take on fellow Canadian Tyson North, with the winner challenging the current UKW Pride #1 contender, Reese Reynolds. He will challenge PJ Razor at UKW Fight Night. And the winner of that match will face Tyson Kobayashi at UKW's biggest event of the year, UKW Pinnacle in Denver, Colorado. So Valente, this is massive. You have two Canadians thriving for an opportunity to face for one of the biggest prizes in their division in their hometown, in their home country of Canada. For Reese Reynolds, it's his hometown of Toronto. Tyson North from Quebec, a little bit down the road. It's so massive for both of these men to have that home field advantage, Valente, because we've seen what that home field advantage has done in wrestling and in combat sports. We take two different names, for example. For GSP, George St. Pierre is a massive respected in Canada, massively respected by his fans in Canada, and has that fan support whenever he would have fights in Canada. Also, take it more to the wrestling side. We look at a guy like Bret Hart, who after his kind of evil tactics set in the early 90s, was hated in almost every facet of the planet except Canada, because the fans are so loyal to their athletes and to their combat sports. And now both of these men know how big that advantage is, and I think that's why these two are going to thrive so much at Fight Night, no matter who wins. Big knee by North as well. But like Valente, we've seen what PJ Razor can do as well, and we know PJ Razor feels like he was screwed at Rumble in the Bronx out of the UKW Pride Championship. We know that. We know that he thinks that he had Kobayashi beat. But it's all about execution. Razor was given that second shot. He has that shot at Fight Night. He has to beat one of these men. So we're going to get right into it.
Yeah, I think obviously Razor thinks he was screwed, but you know the clock is a thing for a reason. Once that clock, you know, is strike zero, you can't do nothing about it anymore. But I do think we will eventually see PJ and Kobayashi back in the ring together. But until then, we got to figure out who Kobayashi's next opponent is.
And that's why I think PJ Razor's watching this match so closely to figure out who his opponent will be at Fight Night. Because he can't look too far ahead to the rematch with Kobayashi if he wins at Fight Night. He can't look that far ahead. Now Reynolds off the ropes with a massive Euro uppercut. Now off the ropes, looks to respond with a drop kick immediately. But North counters, and North looking dragon screw. We have set, the timer is currently at 7 minutes on the clock. And both of these men, Tyson North and Reese Reynolds, have done a fair bit of damage to each other, Valente.
Yeah, they're just throwing.
Slugging it out. And that's what both of these styles, both of these men's styles implore, like just slugging it. There we go. We see another one of those hip toss neck breakers by Reese Reynolds. And now Reynolds turning him over into a little bit of a Boston Crab on Tyson North, trying to get that early submission. We know that Reese Reynolds is the higher ranked fighter in this, so it's all on Tyson North to get that first fall. I think Reese was just trying to hold North there to do some damage, but that'll do some damage. Massive Canadian destroyer. North, countered by Reynolds. Oh, but no, here comes North again. North, bicycle knee. Oh, look at this. Reynolds is up. No, Reynolds. Oh, my God. Reynolds just landed hard on the back of his spine, Valente. And North is jumping on it. We know North's submission being that sharpshooter, he's going to immediately come in and lock it in. Reynolds landing hard on the spine on the outside, and North locks it in quickly and gets the early tap out. Reynolds struggling to get back to his feet, making it to his corner, and saying he's ready to go. I don't know if he is, though. We're going to reset. The timer's at 5 minutes. Reynolds is struggling to walk out. Gets another shot and another one. And I don't even know if Reynolds can defend himself, Valente. North has backed him back into his corner. And there's a drop kick to the knee, now favoring that knee. Reynolds getting the hell beaten out of him. And another shot to the midsection as well. Reynolds just keeping his hands up on the floor, and I think even Reynolds might be busted open. Oh, a counter kick to the midsection, but no, right as Reynolds was starting to get some offense back. Ducks the kick. Grabs him from behind, massive uppercut. Looks to lock him back in that Boston Crab. Cinches him around and locks him back in, but no, right. Again picks the leg, and that's the knee that had been targeted by North. Reynolds trying to get back on it. North kicks him off. Shot to the kidney. Goes bionic forearm And now just kicking the hell. And we are at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and Reynolds and North has just stayed on the attack. I think that's ideally a smart strategy. Sit out. Now he's got him locked in a rear naked choke, Valente. The long legs of Reese Reynolds scissoring around the body of Tyson North. North breaking the grip. Let's say these two have a much more strong and submission-based style. Picks the leg. Reynolds gets him up. Reynolds kick to the midsection. Another one. Multiple kicks and a shot across the face. Reynolds could be looking to put North down after that multitude of strikes. Lifts him up. Throws him off. Roundhouse across the face. 5 consecutive roundhouse kicks gives Reynolds the second fall. And now Reynolds urging North to get back to his corner. North taking his time. And now here comes North. North saying he's ready. Both men saying they're ready. Let's get down to the final 5-minute round. And North comes out with multiples of shots. I'll tell you, this has been a back and forth pride match. We really thought North had full control early on. In that first round, that bad landing by Reese Reynolds on the apron goes for a massive boot.
He did have full control, but it just shows how quickly things can shift in these matches.
Now Reynolds off the ropes, looking to get a little bit of extra momentum, but I think that knee is causing him a bit more problems, Valente. He couldn't really finish off on that run. Now what is this by Reynolds? Reynolds could be looking for something massive here. Reynolds off the top. Dragon Sleeper off the top. Into the cover, counts 2, kick out. And Reese Reynolds can't believe it that he just kicked out of that, Valente. That was massive. Here we go. Reynolds. Oh, no. North getting back in. Throwing a couple of haymakers and lays him down with a roundhouse kick. These two going back and forth, countered by Reynolds. Reynolds could be looking to put North down. Off the rope, picks the ankle. He just picked the ankle. And does so again. Now North heavily favoring that leg. Now again a kickoff. Right as North can't plant on that foot, and it's becoming really a bit of a divisive issue. Again, kicking him off with the other leg. Now Reynolds climbing into the corner. Off the ropes, what could he be looking for here? North. Oh my goodness, North. German suplex off the top. He nailed the German. And now just kicking his head off. Drops him into the corner, now just scraping his boot across the blood of the face of Reese Reynolds. No. Reynolds. Reynolds gaps the small package. Small package kick out. North doesn't know Reynolds is standing there behind him. Picks him up. Reynolds cleans his clock. Roundhouse kick. A massive roundhouse kick may have just sent Reynolds to his hometown. No! He thought it sent him to his hometown in Toronto. Here we go, Reynolds, massive, takes out the knee again. He's got North back in. And sets him down with a massive shot. Comes in, no. Went for a roundhouse. North misses. North, Canadian Destroyer. He nails a Canadian Destroyer. And there's 1 minute on the clock. 2. Kick out of the Canadian Destroyer. North kicked. Reynolds kicked out of North's Canadian Destroyer. 48 seconds. Kagori knee. There's 40 seconds on the clock. North now eyeing up Reynolds. Countered out. Shot. Now. Rear naked choke. It's got him locked in. 13 on the clock. Will North submit to send Reynolds to his hometown? 4, 3, 2. The time has expired. North breaking the hold. The time has expired, and that gives Reynolds the win. He's the higher ranked fighter that sends Reynolds to Toronto. We get a time limit win for Reese Reynolds, Volante. We've got to go to our next match, but what a win for Reese Reynolds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a time limit win for Reese Reynolds, we now head to a 3-way dance. As this man, the assassin Alex Perez, looks to take on the infringed Chris Strucker, along with one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Dax Harwood, Valente, all biting for an opportunity for Tyler Wolf's Internationals Championship. All of these men want that shot. We saw what Strucker did in the Rumble in the Bronx. And I'm going to put this tweet up now. Chris Strucker made it clear that there are no hard feelings towards Jacob Witter or Tyler Drake. He's known them for so long, but he's ready to chase singles gold, and he took his opportunity in the Rumble in the Bronx, and he's going to look to take his opportunity here tonight in the 3-way dance. Valente, that tweet saying that he wants to chase singles gold, he wants his own opportunities. You can't fault Chris Strucker for that. They lost the World Tag Team Championships, and that, in his opinion, that chapter of his career is done.
True. I mean, I would say there's a different way to go about it, but that just doesn't seem right because, I mean, Bronx Rumble, any man for themselves. They were both there. The opportunity was given, and you know, he did the best he could, but just couldn't win it all.
Now, see, the one thing that I think is kind of ominous to me is how quiet Jacob Whittaker and Tyler Drake have been on the situation. We've not seen either man since the Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah, or how, I guess, quiet about the situation that the guy he teamed with, you know, or I guess alliance with.
Speaking of Chris Strucker, here comes Strucker, not sporting his unknown kind of body vest in something more unique for his type of personality. The unfringed Chris Strucker could see a massive rise in his stock, Valente, in UKW if he becomes the #1 contender for Tyler Wolf's Internationals Championship.
I mean, his career could really just be starting.
It's really like, you look at it and it doesn't seem like the smartest move for Strucker, because if he wanted to go after the International Championship, that's fine. Look who Tyler Wolff has with him, Darren Chase and Kyle Chase. This could be time where you would need more allies. But I guess Strucker's been kind of felt like he's been held down so long by Whitaker, by that tag team moniker. He's not been able to really challenge for singles gold. I guess he wanted to take the first chance he got. But now this man, Dax Harwood, could look to become a double champ, Valente. One half of the World Tag Team Champions. Could look to take that shot at Tyler Wolff at Fight Night. So let's get right into this three-way dance. Here we go. Strucker, Perez, Harwood, ready to go. And this man, Strucker, goes right after the assassin. Countered out by Perez, and in comes Harwood with a DDT on Alex. And Strucker goes right after Harwood with an uppercut. All three of these men, Valente, have reasons to want to be the next #1 contender for the International Championship.
Yeah, like you were mentioning, Chris Strucker could have held on to the group. Well, Harwood's challenging. He's still a member of FTR. They just won the tag titles.
Big neck breaker there by Perez. That's a good point. If Harwood wins, he has that bit of an advantage, having an ally in Cash Wheeler by his side. Where Strucker and Perez seem to have nobody. Speaking of Perez now a massive uppercut. Now Strucker getting kicked off by Harwood, and now Perez catches Strucker uppercut. This match being triple threat, elimination, three-way dance rules. We know it's elimination, no disqualification, false count anywhere. Perez could be looking for a massive dive on Strucker, but he moved. Strucker moved, and Perez caught nothing but ground. And now Harwood sitting to that steel barricade, and now Perez nails him over it. Both men now seeming to target one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Oh, and now look at these two. Going him up, snaps him up, suplex. And Strucker into the cover. Referee getting a good position on it. Two, and a kick out by Harwood. Now, Strucker looking at Harwood. Strucker hasn't paid attention to the assassin in the ring. Now's a massive suicide dive. But now Harwood urging on these two to battle it out. He's staying his distance and takes advantage when he sees his opportunity. That is a smart plan by that man, Dax Harwood. Valente and a massive DDT into the cover on Strucker on the floor, but a kick out. And like we've said, Valente, Harwood isn't one half of the World Tag Team Champions for no reason. An incredible athlete in the ring. And would make a really good challenger for all three of these men, would make really good challengers for Tyler Wolff's International Championship. Strucker setting up a table inside of the ring. You know Strucker loves to do redecorating. That a massive brain buster, but a knee to the back of Dax Harwood. Oh. And now Strucker, massive roundhouse, sends him in. What a shot, just knocked out Perez. Harwood in the ring. Harwood in trouble. Strucker angling him towards that table. Strucker looks to plant him, spine buster, and a Phoenix splash. Harwood could be down for the count. And a kick out by Dax. Dax found a way. That shows the grit in one half of FTR, Valente. Now Strucker with a massive forearm. Oh, but no. Harwood, German suplex, drops Strucker. And now Harwood looking to nail Perez with a shot into the cover. 2, and a kick out by the Assassin. The crowd here in London chanting for tables. Here we go, Harwood working on the arm of the Assassin. Strucker though nails him with a massive shot. Now, Perez in position. Strucker's gonna look to nail him. Kick to the midsection, big knee. Here we go, sends him inside, Russian leg sweep. Oh, but now Harwood has him. Harwood just tossed Strucker to the floor. This has really evolved into a brutal bout between these three men, Valente. A massive contest. We've seen the grit of what Harwood would do to not get eliminated. Now Strucker just got tossed to the floor and a kick out. And now Perez. Look at these two stopping the hell out of Harwood. These two taking their shots on Dax. Just beating the hell out of one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Sends him in goes Perez. Perez, gun stun. And now is setting up. Kick to the midsection. Is he gonna look to drop him? A countered out. Neck breaker. And now Dax fighting off the 2-on-1 pile driver to Strucker. 1, 2, and a kick out by Strucker. Oh, I don't think he saw Alex. Alex with the bridge. Alex with the cover, and a kick out again by Harwood. Oh, but now Alex targeting Strucker. These two countering out. Kick to the midsection. Strucker watches as Perez drops him with a brainbuster. 3. And Harwood is eliminated. Wait, Strucker. Strucker was going for the cover. Countered out. Now's another shot. Oh, but no, a forearm. Oh, drops him. A countered out. Kick to the midsection. Countered again. These two fighting out. These two throwing shots, and throwing shots. Strucker sends him in. Strucker back body drop on the chair. I think he might have landed directly on that chair. Now sat out with the silencer. Strucker locks in the silence. Strucker could be looking for a massive singles win, Valente. Countered out by Perez. Perez counters. Perez gun stun. Perez into the cover. Off the gun stun. 2 count. Kick out by Strucker. A countered out again. Sent out by Strucker. Whips him into the corner, uppercut. He has him locked and loaded. Strucker plants the chair right in the middle of the ring. The assassin is out. Kick to the midsection, drops it directly with a GLG, God's last gift, and Alex Perez just got sent. Strucker is the new #1 contender for Tyler Wolf's International Championship, Valente. And I guess him taking a bet on himself against the unknown was worth it, as now he's the #1 contender for Wolf's Internationals Championship. From Tristan Sidney that this match would be happening. The first of the Tristan Sidney Fight Night Challenge. These two men, Black Iron and Shane Roach, will face Dolph Ziggler in separate weeks leading up to UKW Fight Night. And if Ziggler is to pull out one win against either opponent, the person that he doesn't gets to pick the stipulation. For example, if Ziggler comes out and beats Black Iron tonight, automatically the match with Shane Roach next week is canceled. Roach picks the stipulation. But if Roach loses next week, Black Iron picks the stipulation. But if neither one of them lose, or they both lose, then Sidney picks the stipulation. So it's massive for how this is going to go out. Valente, Black Iron has had strong words last week for Rogue Abbott. He wants to be back and finally win that world championship. He hasn't been in the main event scene since season 1 early. He took a long hiatus and now he's back. And he wants that world championship that he never got to hold. The only man that's in his way of doing that is this man, Dolph Ziggler. And I can't see a game of Black Iron losing to anybody on the UKW roster. This man, Black Iron, has been at the top of his game recently. We got to think he beat Gabriel Genocide Valente. He went the distance in the Bronx Rumble. Although he had number 30, still went the distance with Rogue Abbott. Now this man, Dolph Ziggler, a man who debuted in the Bronx Rumble. And these two are going to go and throw down. And it's going to be so big for Black Iron not to lose this match. Here we go. The crowd chanting, "Let's go Iron and let's go Ziggler." Iron goes down. And these two in drop kick early by Black. Ziggler eats a drop kick to the leg. Iron now piping it on with shots and shots and shots. Countered out by Ziggler though. Ziggler into a position. Nails him with a punch. And now a shot to the spine and a shot to the back. Ziggler sends him in. Ziggler ducks under. Playing a little bit of mind games with Iron, but Iron quickly looks to shut it down. Now off the ropes, nails the drop kick to the side of the face. Like I said, Valente, it's massive for Black Iron to get this win tonight. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, if I remember this correctly, Ziggler wins and Abbott picks the stipulation?
No, Roach picks the stipulation. If Ziggler...
Roach, right. I forgot that it's Roach versus Black Iron.
And it's so... Now Ziggler countering out. Ziggler nails a massive punch. But yeah, if Ziggler wins tonight, Roach's match next week's canceled, and he automatically picks the stipulation. So it's big for Black Iron to at least get Roach in the UKW arena next week. And he has to win tonight for that to be the case, and he has not been on top of his game early on. A 2 count early, and Ziggler's in massive control. Black fighting back, though. Goes for the double foot stomp. Ziggler moves out of the way. Ziggler looks to counter by Iron. Iron now agging him on, and Ziggler brings it with a drop kick. Sends him out of the ring. How countered by Iron. Iron off the ropes. Drop kick. What a drop kick into the double foot stomp. Now gets him up, hangs him in, backbreaker flat iron. Into another double foot stomp. But Black Iron could be looking. Massive shots. Right when we thought Black Iron was out of it, Valente, he powers back. Now Ziggler in trouble. Goes super kick. Ziggler is going to be in trouble. Early ataxia. That elevated flat iron. Oh, and a kick out by Ziggler. Ziggler able to kick out of the first ataxia. Iron. Gauging Ziggler. No, a counter by Dolph. Dolph again nails a massive shot. And another drop kick. And Ziggler now back in control. And just boots him down. Ziggler's the new kid on the block here, Valente. The grizzled vet wants to make a good impression to the general manager, Sydney.
I mean, he's already facing two of the most decorated in the entire business, so I mean, and competing.
Off the rope, Ziggler rebounds! What a super kick!
God, did you hear that? That.
Two! Oh, and a kick out by Ziggler. I think Ziggler heard the same thing we heard, Valente. That massive thud. Ziggler coming in again. No, Iron counters. Iron counters with a forearm. Iron looking. Iron looking to nail ataxia. Another ataxia. He nails ataxia again. No, there's no way. Ziggler kicked out of another one of Iron's ataxias. A massive forearm. And I think Black Iron is now... I don't even think Ziggler knows where he is. Ziggler with a shot. A chop across the chest. Ziggler to the top rope. Iron's on him, though. Oh, Ziggler counters. Ziggler off the ropes. Ziggler was looking for the Famouser. Power bomb. Into the cover. He gets nailed with the black bomb. Kick out. Ziggler able to power out. And I think it's the resilience of both of these men, Valente. Oh, Ziggler. Ziggler quickly moved. Ziggler. Chop to the chest. Just peppering the chest of the #1 contender. Ziggler throws Iron off. Ziggler could be looking off the top. Ziggler nails it. Famous or no? Powerbomb on the barricade. He threw him into the barricade. Ziggler popped up though. Ziggler into a cover. Ziggler with the last ditch effort. Uses it to roll up Iron. But little to no effort left in Dolph. Flat Iron. And now 3's a charm, 3's an ace, and 3 strikes are out for Dolph Ziggler. Ataxia. that elevated flat iron, and Shane Roach, book your ticket, because we'll see you in London next week. The world champion will be in the UKW arena because of that man, Black Iron. This is massive, Volante. It took a lot to put Ziggler down, but Iron did it. And just like that, Roach and Ziggler is penciled in. Our main event for the Go Home UKW Renegade before Fight Night. We'll see you on Friday. This has been your boy Cass, that's Valente, and we're going to talk to you next time as we wave goodbye from UKW Renegade.